All right, fans, welcome back to ForeverFootballShow.com. Here we are again. Just gonna do some quick league previews here. Like I said, we're getting real close to the kickoff of all the European leagues. Like I said, France has already started. They actually had their first round of games this weekend. They had some surprising results actually. Marseille losing their first game. Also, Lyon tying. And Bordeaux losing as well. So,
And Paris Saint-Germain won again, the first
yeah,
game after a long time.
Paris Saint-Germain with a big win, a 3-1 win over Saint-Étienne.
Yeah, it's the first. It's the first
It's
game.
the first game.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not going to say a lot, but a
Actually,
good start is important.
I'm kind of jealous of France because they have already their league, and I have to still wait for my league. Yeah, and I think it's good to start earlier.
Yeah.
And there is no way to wait too long, even though this year there was the World Cup, so maybe for this year it's began.
So maybe the French players will be a little more tired going into the Champions League matches and whatnot.
Yeah.
But also coming up here this next weekend, England kicks off on Saturday. Kind of the match to watch is Tottenham and Manchester City, which will be a real exciting one. Last season, they finished real close. I know Tottenham just edged them out.
Yeah.
So
incredible. So one was fourth, and another one was fifth.
Yeah.
Place.
So just missed out of the Champions League.
Yeah.
Manchester City.
And as you said before, Manchester is doing very bad. So it would be nice. It would be nice to see if they can at least to be better and
kick it into another gear. I know Jack doesn't mind Manchester City doing bad, being a United fan, but
I would actually like to see them play so we could go and kick their butts, but it's not saying much when they're not playing well and then we beat them. So I don't know. Whatever.
We should wait, but if Manchester City start the season losing a game, I think it's going to be very hard for Manchester to go ahead.
Yeah.
To move up.
I think Manchester City is one of those teams that, if they get that big first win, especially over Tottenham, which is such an emotional team for them to play, I think that they can go ahead and really go on a roll, So we'll see. And then Sunday is Liverpool-Arsenal, which would be another big match. So, traditionally two of the biggest clubs in England.
Yeah, I like this fact that now also in Italy and in England, in the past you couldn't face another big team before the fifth turn in the league. Now instead you're gonna face the big team just from the first game. I think it's more interesting because why not? You're gonna have a big match just in the first during the first game.
It's great for the fans. You know, Arsenal and Liverpool fans, I'm sure are going nuts right now.
Yeah, it's a great start.
Yeah, definitely. Then next up is Germany. We're kicking off on the 20th. So the following Friday, not this Friday, but the next one. The big game to watch there is Bayern Munich versus Wolfsburg. That'd be another good match.
Wolfsburg playing with Napoli last week. They are a very good team, even though I guess Bayern Munich is too strong for every team in Germany still. So they are very strong, and they show with the Schalke today. So they didn't have any problem to win that game. So I'm pretty sure Bayern Munich is going to start the season winning the first game.
Yeah, we'll see. Who knows? Wolfsburg, might just surprise them. But following that on the Saturday is Hamburg and Schalke, which will be another good game.
For Champions League position.
Yep. So another one of those big rivalry matchups after last season. Both those teams real close in the standings, I know. So keep your eyes on that. Then also the following week after the Germany kicks off, Italy and Spain both get their leagues underway. In Italy, you got Fiorentina and Napoli, which I know
actually it's my team as the worst game possible. We are going to play against Fiorentina, which is a very good team.
Very good, yeah.
And I'm very happy because Jovic, who is the best player of Fiorentina, is 20 years old from Serbia. He just got injured for 6 months, so he's not going to play with us. I'm sorry for him, but I'm happy for Napoli.
Happy for Napoli, yeah.
But anyway, it's going to be very interesting. It is the big match of the first round.
Definitely, and I don't know, as a Napoli fan, are there any hard feelings against Fiorentina for anything over the years?
Oh yeah, of course. Of course. You have to consider something that maybe that is not the right place where to say that, but in Italy there is a huge rivalry between South and North.
Mm-hmm.
And usually the North is rich and the South is poor. I come from the South.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is that in the past, just Napoli was able to win for 2 times from the league. If not always Inter Milan or Juventus or Milan, they win the league
Mm-hmm.
because they have more money than us. And Fiorentina was good in the past, but is in the north. So there is always a rivalry between south and north. So if we can beat us, we are happy just because they can tease them and say blah blah blah. So
and until the next game,
yeah, and
anyways.
of course, yeah, of course.
So yeah, I'm sure you'll be looking forward to that game. But also, Udinese and Genoa should be a good
Yeah,
match as
actually,
well.
is a good match and is the first one. For the first time in Italy, there will be also match on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and you can think that it's nothing special, but in a religious country as Italy is about, we have the Pope,
Mm-hmm.
and usually they don't want game during the Sunday, during Saturday and Sunday, just because you should go to the mass instead of watching soccer. And now
Mm-hmm.
we have also match on Monday, and it's the first time in the history of the league.
Hmm.
And Inter is going to play on Monday. So
All right. Might have made more sense if it was Milan only being that
the problem is that
them being the Red Devils and all.
yeah, no, actually no, Inter Milan is going to play on Monday because they have the Super Cup the week
Gotcha.
before.
Okay.
So
All right. Yeah. And right after that we have Spain. Not a lot of huge matchups, but the one that stood out to me was Real Madrid and Mallorca. Mallorca coming off a decent season.
Again, we say that tons of times during the show. I guess the best team in Europe are Real Madrid and Barcelona, no
Mhm.
doubt about that. The problem with the Liga, I don't like Liga too much. I don't follow Liga because it's just Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Yeah,
And
agreed. And that explains why it's so hard to find matchups.
yeah, and again, I don't know if Mourinho said that if they are not able to win the league or the Champions League this year, at least one of the two is going to be a disaster for Real Madrid. So it's
Most
just
definitely.
the only thing very interesting about Liga.
Well, yeah, I mean, after such heavy investment, and really with only one opponent in the league being Barcelona, you would expect,
everything.
especially with a coach of
Yeah,
Mourinho's caliber.
so they have, I guess, 38. How many teams? No, 20 teams in the Liga. 20
Mhm.
teams in the Liga, and everything is important is just 2 games when they play together. Barcelona, Real Madrid. So
Yeah. So, with that, we'll close the Forever Football Show. Be sure to tune in next week, next Sunday, regular time, 5 p.m. We'll have Alberto Sutton back with us, and by that time, the English League will have kicked off. We can start talking
Yeah.
about that, and making predictions, and we'll see how it goes. Stay with us on foreverfootballshow.com. Join us next week. Thanks.